I felt one with my car, you know, and it doesn't happen often that everything is just perfect.
Wow, the man who can't stop winning, 7 in a row.
Hamilton's onto the grass, and Hamilton's had a massive crash, and he's crashed into his teammate. Rosberg seems to be really struggling for grip, Martin.
I'm definitely baffled by that lack of pace.
It's an absolute disaster, this start for the championship leader. His teammate's got the inside line, they've touched again!
Absolutely gutted for sure, it's unbelievable. Hockenheim is next in the calendar, and I'm going to go there trying to win. Martin Brundle, for crying out loud.
Back on the podium in Sochi, I introduced you as the man who couldn't stop winning. Sorry to give you the commentator's curse on that. You won 7 in a row, and in the last 7, you've won 1 race. What's changed? What's gone wrong?
Nothing. I think the opposition has had more of a clean run since then, especially Lewis. He's won a lot of races since then, so you can ask him what's changed. For sure, some things have changed with him. But that's the way it is in sport, you know, it's always going to ebb and flow. And I'm feeling great. You know, he's done a little bit better than until now in the season because he has those couple of points more. But it's always still a great battle with him. And Hungary was frustrating because I'd been better the whole weekend in everything except turn 1. And that's what made the difference, and that's what got him the win. So that was frustrating for sure, that it's in such details, you know. But I accept that, and after a few days I finally got over it, and now ready to go here in Germany. It's my home race, second home race of the year.
Have you looked at the turn 1 of last weekend? Because in Barcelona you were super aggressive and it worked beautifully for a few hundred metres. And you look at it and think, oh damn, why didn't I do something else?
Of course, with hindsight you can always say, yeah, I should have done that differently, but in the moment, difficult.
Is it the fact that you'd had contact recently that you had to be more careful than normal?
No, it was in my point of view. Lewis had part of his car next to me, and so I can't shut the door, you know, and if he's there, he's there. And so it's down to me to just brake later and try and go around the outside or what, but he braked massively late and he got it right. You can see his car all over the place, but he just managed to get the corner, and so fair play.
Now Lewis has given you a few shoves on the track and he pokes you in the ribs in the press conference after the Hungarian Grand Prix a few days ago.
Oh yeah.
About the yellow flags.
Oh yeah.
Don't you sometimes just want to...
It wasn't a poke in the rib, it was just a bit of a, I don't know, wrong picture that he gave, which I felt the need to correct. So thank you for making that statement. So now I'm going to put my response. And what you have to do with double yellow is significantly reduce your speed.
Don't you get angry? Doesn't he make you angry?
No, for sure no, because I've learned to make sure that I focus on my job, you know, and making sure that I get the job done and not on what Lewis is doing or things like that. That wouldn't be the right approach.
You've signed with Mercedes-Benz for another 2.5 seasons, so there's 3 World Championships in there. How are you going to beat this guy and win a World Championship?
Well, you know, he's a great driver, so it's always going to be a big challenge. And I never expected to be easy against him. And but the challenge is awesome. That's what I race for. You know that better than anybody else as well, don't you? That you just love being up against one of the best out there. It's great because that's where the biggest thrill comes from, when you know you've beaten a great opposition.
It sounds like you still see yourself as not as good as Lewis.
I'm not going to say what I think in my mind. I'll keep that to myself. But
no, go on, tell
don't worry, I'm feeling good, and yeah, I'm just excited to be racing here in Hockenheim now. But I'm aware of the fact that he's beaten me the last 2 years, you know. So I need to try and up my game to turn around.
Do you think it feeds his confidence when you say he's the benchmark, he's the man to beat?
It's not my aim, obviously, to feed his confidence. So let me know if he says yes, because I'll change what I'm saying then.
Are you too nice a man to beat him?
That discussion is a bit strange, because like three races ago I was too mean a man, now I'm too nice a man, then it went back again to me. It's like, I don't know where you're coming from. Of course you need to be attacking to win races, and I try and do that, of course.
What are your strengths and his weaknesses, would you say? Where do you see an opportunity?
You give me some ideas. What do you think? Maybe I can confirm them.
I don't know. He has got relentless speed, hasn't he?
Well, of course,
but you have beaten him. In racecraft, he seems like he's a bit stronger than you sometimes. You seem like you're... Thank you for the question, so I'll carry on with the answer. You think about the weekend more, you're more cerebral in the way, he's more instinctive in the way he goes racing. So You have to.
Maybe the yellow flag was a good example in Hungary. I knew exactly what needed to be done to make sure it's a safe situation and to get the best out of the situation.
I really admired what you did. I took quite a bit of flack on Twitter, and as I'm sure you did as well, but I loved your racing instinct that you still saw. Like at
Well, it wasn't
Silverstone.
instinct, it was prepared.
Like, okay. But like at Silverstone last year, when you realised the track was dry enough at the end and you stole pole position, I thought it was a lovely cheeky pole position last weekend, and although it was a bit dangerous with the double yellows. But how did you prepare for that then? How did you prepare for?
Oh, it's just
Alonso
knowing
spinning?
what the regulations say, what you need to do.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's always a pleasure talking to you. I always learn something.
Okay, what did you learn today?
Several things actually.
Very good.
But I can't tell you because you
Thank
wouldn't
you.
tell me some things.
Well, how about you open up, I open up.
Yeah.